Hello, here we are again. It's the day before Thanksgiving and I had to run to Mark's to pick up a few last minute things, and I spent $89.91. But I'm not going to bore you with all the mundane things I bought, but there were a few things that I bought that I wanted to share with you. So the first thing that I got, and this is for a gift, I got a bottle of Roscato Italia Roscato. And this is really good. If you like a sweet red wine, I believe this is the same wine that they serve at Olive Garden, if you've ever had it there. And my local Mark's carries it, and it is delicious. It is sweet, so if you're a dry wine drinker, you might not like this. But I got this for my daughter, and that was $12.99. It's not a super cheap wine, but it's not terribly expensive. And then her name is Joy, so they happen to have one of these laying around, and it says Joy. And this has a little cap, goes on top of your wine bottle. So this will be one of her Christmas presents, and this was only 49 cents. It was 2 for $99, and I have others of these, but I don't have one that says Joy, so that was a perfect gift for her. So I got that. Then I got, now I have a digital scale, but I never use it because it's complicated. It's got lots of buttons to press and everything, so they had this digital scale, and it is battery powered, and it was $6.99, and it's real simple. It only has like 3 buttons, so I'm going to give this a try, and if it's complicated then I'll just end up taking it back. But you know, sometimes you get recipes, especially from YouTubers from Europe or Australia, and they do everything in grams, and so I thought I'd pick that up. And it's a good thing if you're weighing your portions, if you're on a diet, it's a good thing to have as well. So $6.99 I thought was very reasonable. Then I picked up this cookbook because you know me and the cookbooks. So I've kind of been doing some reading on the reflux, and if you have a lot of stomach problems, you might be sensitive to gluten. So, and I have a couple of vegan cakes that I make that actually do use gluten-free flour. And I made a banana bread too at one point, and I used gluten-free flour because I have some that I'm trying to use up. And I tried the recipe both with the gluten-free flour and without the gluten-free flour, and I actually prefer the gluten-free. And the cake mix, or not the cake mix, but the chocolate cake that I make that is vegan also uses gluten-free flour, and it's really nice and moist and delicious. So this one is allergy-friendly vegan desserts, so of course I had to get it. And it's a nice thick book, and for $2.99 it's called Naturally Sweet. So I don't think it uses a lot of sugar, but it has nice pictures in it, and for breakfast, and like lemon blueberry scones, yummy. I really like scones. So it has all kinds of low-fat cinnamon walnut loaf. That looks delicious. So I picked that up for $2.99 because I couldn't help myself. I just did. Then I found these. I always liked the Grands Flaky Layers. And yes, I know they're not vegan. Neither am I. I'm vegetarian. But this is I haven't made these in years, but I always liked them. And they're by Pillsbury, and they had these sweet Hawaiian flaky layers, the Grands. So I'm going to make these. I know my daughter and my grandson really like the sweet Hawaiian bread and rolls. So I picked up one of these and I picked up a regular one. So I'm going to make these on Thanksgiving because I thought that would really be tasty with other fixings. Then I found these. Now I've bought these before. They're like, they usually make naan bread. Okay, I'm back. It's one of those days. When I was at Mark's, I'll get back to my stuff in a minute. I had to share this story with you, and not to be unkind, but I was in line, and for some reason, I always pick the line where you get the person with all the drama and issues going on. So there was an older gentleman. He was probably late 60s, 70, early 70s. And he had a huge cart full of pop, and then he had another, the whole thing of bags was filled up, the shopping bags. That's fine. I've done that before where I have a lot of things. So he gave the cashier a coupon, and she kept telling him, only one coupon per whatever it was he bought. I don't even know. So he's going on, and I don't know if he was hard of hearing or if he was foreign and didn't have a good command of the English language, because I couldn't understand half the things that he was saying. But he kept going on and on about the coupon and about how, he wanted to apply the coupon to what he had bought. She kept telling him, no, we can't do that. It's one coupon for one purchase. So then she had to get the manager over. So the manager came, and the manager's telling him only one coupon per item. So finally, he gave up on that. And in the meantime, the line behind me is growing, and I was the next one in line. So it's like, oh, okay, good. Now we can move on. He's finally done. And this went on for a good 5-6 minutes where he was just not wanting to believe he couldn't use this coupon. So anyway, then she tells him his total was like $96 or something like that. And he pulls out this wad of money, cash money, bills, and a stack of singles this high. And I'm going, oh my God. Not that I was in a hurry, but this was beyond ridiculous, So she had to count all that out, and finally, and then he's still going on and talking even after she had rung him out. And then she had to ring out a second thing for like $19 and something. I mean, this just went on and on. It must have been a good 10 minutes that this went on. And what I really wanted was, have you ever seen those signs and it's just a circle and it says bang head here? That's what I wanted. That's what I said to the cashier. She was trying to be very calm about it, but you could tell the people behind me with the, So anyway, but the reason I told you this story, now my cell phone card is full, so now I have to finish this video on my computer. So it's just one of those days. All right, let me get back to this. I know I was talking about this. And these are the people that make the naan bread. And I've had these before, just the plain naan, but I've never seen these either. And this is like dippers, and they're everything dippers, like everything bagels and stuff. And this is what they look like. So I'm going to warm these up because for an hors d'oeuvre, I bought, oh, and these were let's see, they were, well, let's see, they were $2.50. I mean, you don't get a ton in there, but you know, it's good. So I got those, and I got those actually to go with, I told you I'm keeping it simple this year. I'm not making a lot of homemade things. So I bought this Tostitos creamy spinach dip. I thought that would be good because we always have hors d'oeuvres before dinner. So I got that. And then I have some tortilla chips that I bought a while back. It's a huge bag. And I like this mild, chunky salsa by Tostitos as well. And I love putting this on my eggs and, you know, adding it to soups and stews. And so I always use these up. So I'm going to have those. And then the Tostitos were, oh, let's see. $3.48. They weren't cheap, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? So then also I have just some roasted red pepper hummus. And yeah, I know it would have been cheaper to probably make all this, but I didn't want a ton of food left, you know, and these are smaller portions, so we'll snack on that before we have dinner. Then they had, I was excited to see this because I almost ordered it online, but they had vegan blue cheese. Now I've gotten their feta, which is really, really good. So I used to hate blue cheese. It's like, oh, that tastes like not so good. But all of a sudden, I've kind of developed a taste for it in a salad or on a burger. It's really good. So, yeah, a plant-based burger. It's good on a meat burger too. But so I bought that, and that wasn't cheap either. But it was $3.99, and this lasts me a long time. You know, I just put a few dollops on a salad or something. So I bought that, and then this is the first time I've ever bought, I've eaten these before, but I've never bought capers, and this was $1.99. And I've seen some recipes for making like vegan cheeses. Even though I'm not 100% vegan, I'm probably like 80% vegan. So I picked these up to try and put in some vegan cheeses because I want to start making my own vegan cheeses. So, and then this is what the digital scale looks like. I've unpacked it, and it even comes with 2 batteries. So we'll see how that works. And you can use it either with grams or ounces. And it's lightweight. So we'll see how that works out. Like I said, if not, I'll return it. So those were the only things that I sort of bought that were either kind of not homemade, kind of cheating kind of thing. And then in my last video, I told you some of the things I had gotten from Costco. So if you haven't seen that, I posted that yesterday or a couple days ago. So I'm having some tea with cinnamon, Torani, and a packet of my favorite sweetener, Whole Earth. That's not cheap either, but you know, I'm one person and I don't eat and drink a whole lot. So really for me to spend a little bit more on the things that I really like, it's worth it because I know it won't sit there and be wasted. So certain things I just like. And I know if I buy something else and it's cheaper and, you know, and then I try it and it's like, nah. And I go back to what I had that I really enjoyed. So, you know, it's not always about the cheapest. Sometimes you got to get what you like because otherwise it'll just sit there, you know, and then you go buy what you have anyway. When I can't find what I like, like plan A, then I'll go buy something that's similar, like plan B, because I don't have any more or I'm almost out. But every time I do that, I regret doing that because I just don't like it. And it's not like I'm stuck in a box, but once I find something I like that works for me, I don't need to keep changing things. And, you can save a lot of money by not always changing everything, getting bored with something and then changing everything. And, I don't do that. And that way I save quite a bit of money because if I like it, I like it. Like my kitchen, it's been the same since I moved in here. I mean, I change my appliances around and I've bought new appliances and things like that. But if something's working, then I hang on to it because I enjoy using it. So anyway, I just wanted to share my little shopping fiasco. It was so, be mindful of people behind you in a line, if especially if at this time of the year when it's really busy, get your act together before you get up to the cashier and be kind to the cashiers. They're overworked and overwhelmed so anyway, I just wanted to share my little shopping excursion with you, and that's all I have for you today. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.